12th man, it means even more. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now ETN to start the drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Touchdown, Panthers. Russell Gage, 32 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. Pressure comes and down he goes. More than one defender there, and That's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they do.
And he's going to go down again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Lawrence, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Play fake, Mariota. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota under pressure. They got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Mariota. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Hey, stand up.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone,
definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half here. Mariota is going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. A nice run right there. And we talked this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. ETN bringing in another one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mariota. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Mariota now. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 44, Lawrence completes it to the fullback Ham. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still throwing here with a big 3rd quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase, 58 yards. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. 10 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his first here now in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out.
And the Panthers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
First down, Mariota.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark, 46 yards.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Mike Davis. Hey, Echo.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no